Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. I have some really good news to share, which is my bone marrow transplant donor. They found a match. I have a 9 out of 10 match, and the transplant has been scheduled for December 17th. So I'm really grateful and happy about that. I did have a 10 out of 10 match, but that person decided not to continue with the donor process. But that's okay, because God has provided a ram in the bush, and now I have this 9 out of 10 unrelated match, which is surprising that it was higher than my actual related match. But anyway, I'm grateful and happy for it. And you know, of course, like in the meantime, up until the transplant, I will have like a ton of doctor's appointments to attend, but you know, that's okay. So still grateful and happy. So now I'd like to move on to the word that I'd like to give you all, which is basically when I was reading Deuteronomy 11, I noticed that God gives the same message 3 times in the chapter. So of course, you know, when someone is saying something important and they repeat it, it's important. So certainly when God does it, you know, it's uber important. So let's read that right now. So it's Deuteronomy 11, verse 1. All right. So therefore thou shalt love the Lord thy God and keep his charge and his statutes and his judgments and his commandments always. Okay. All right. So loving God and also obeying. All right. So now let's go to verse 13 in the same chapter. And it shall come to pass, if you shall hearken diligently unto my commands, which I commanded you this day, to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. Okay, so once again, loving him and obeying. And now let's go, same message, let's go down to 22. For if you shall diligently keep all these commandments, which I command you to do them, to love the Lord your God, to walk in his ways, and to cleave unto him. Okay, so there it is. He's basically said the same thing, that we are to love him, obey him, and diligently seek him. Okay, all right, so basically God was, you know, saying this to the Israelites, but we can apply this to our daily lives as well. You know, we need to make sure that we're letting God be our all in all, and also, you know, just letting the life of faith transform us and sanctify us. That's what we need to do. Okay. All right. So, you know, I would suggest for this week, meditate on those scriptures and see what God has to say to you. Also, let's move on to my songs of the week. Okay. All right. So the first song is Better by Pat Barrett. Okay. Check that out. Also, the second song is Champion by Maverick Music featuring Brandon Lake. Okay. Then the third one is Surrounded, Fight My Battles by Bethel Music featuring Kari, Jobe. And also this one, the fourth one, King of My Heart, which my daughter really loves, by Bethel Music with Steffany Gretzinger. And these are 2 songs from my friend, High Def Tone. So check out his music, his song, Align, and also Not Playing Remix. Okay, and so all of these songs are great, and you can check them out on Apple Music, Spotify, or YouTube. Okay, all right, so thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.